Hello, you beautiful motherfucking people. Yeah. Okay, here's a question for my fellow neurodivergent, peoples, okay? Do you, excuse me, did you end up really, really sleepy when you use, oh my God, there's no non-funny way to ask this question. So do you get tired when you use your brain too much? And I mean, after a few hours of concentrating, do you get so freaking wiped and need a nap? Because that's what happened to me earlier. When I'm trying to learn something new, when I'm trying to intake a bunch of new information, I get so freaking tired. I just got up a little bit ago from a nap after I'm familiarizing myself with my new sewing machine, the newest sewing machine I've ever worked with, and it's basically the same, but I'm nervous too, super nervous because it's it's just got it just, I don't know how to describe it, okay? The newest one I've ever worked with was my age, okay? Before that, it was my mom's age. Feel me? Now, what I'm jealous of is my bestie Celio, who sent me, I don't think I showed you the birthday present from them. Anyways, oh my God. I'm so freaking tired. Oh my God. Well, anyways, I got as far as threading the bobbin and putting it in place properly. I'm so impressed with myself right now. I don't even know how to describe it. So, what was I just doing? Oh my God. So no, I was just wondering, cause that's all I was, oh, well, okay, that's not what I was doing all by itself. I was also watching lots of YouTube videos of people making things with their sewing machine and hand sewing and working with cloth and stuff like that, most of which I hadn't seen. So maybe that's why I got so overwhelmed after only doing half the setup. But yeah. So, yeah, I'm just kind of, I'm sleepy. I'm so sleepy. Oh my God. Anyways. Oh my God. I'm so freaking, oh my God. I'm still waking up. I think the reason why I'm still sleepy is because, one, I'm trying to catch up on sleep and whatever. Two, I got woken up by Lisa calling me because she had called an ambulance because she'd been having chest pain and it's radiating to her side now, and she's like, nothing's helping anymore. Ibuprofen helped a little bit, one time. That was days ago, and she just tried to sleep it off. It's not happening. So, send those healing vibes. Send them to Lisa for me, please, because wow. As much as I gesticulate, I might as well learn sign language. I really should. I'm gonna see if I can find a way. I'm gonna see if there's a place that offers the free classes anywhere near here within walking distance, because I can't really afford transit that much. Oh, until I get the thingy for disabled folks, because I really, yeah. Because I really need to get out of the house more for something other than appointments and occasionally going to see Phoenix. Just, wow. But anyway, Celio had suggested that, Celio, Char, and Char's friend, whose name I don't remember, I was video calling with them like last week or a week before that. I don't know what week it was. Was it last week? I don't know. I think it was week before last. Yes, because it wasn't within this month yet. Yes. So anyways, I was video calling with them because I'm trying to make a cloak. I found a pattern, and my brain was getting very, very tired trying to understand what I was looking at. I was like, wait a minute. I understand this, but it's not clicking into place. Like, it fits, but it's not, you know, the information was, it had a spot for it and it fits, but I wasn't aligning it right, so it wasn't clicking into place. And so I video called them and I was like, need some help with this thing. And they broke it down for me. Char's friend. And yeah, I'm so freaking but yeah, Celio had suggested that not to cut the fabric I'm gonna use for the project yet. Maybe familiarize myself with the sewing machine first, because they were like, you have a sewing machine? I was like, yeah, I'm scared of it. And they're like, you're gonna want to use the sewing machine. Familiarize with yourself with it, because they also know that my hands be cramping and stuff. Speaking of hand cramps, did you know that dysgraphia can be its own thing without the dyslexia part? It is often, but it can be its standalone thing. Like, because I was busting out my planner, trying to, you know, get back into using it on the regular again, right? And I was flipping through, like, looking at things that I've written. I'm like, what is this? Like, what is this? You know? So many misspelled words, so many places. This is why I use a whiteout pen, because I do that all the time. And writing too much hurts. It's just a lot. It is not the page I was using. Yeah. So yeah. What's another life update? But I haven't finished with that yet. So I was on the phone with Penguin this morning, and I was like, is there such thing as a writing type disorder? Like, you can't spell worth a damn, but you can read just fine. And she was all looking it up while I was talking to her, and she found it, and she was like, dysgraphia? I was like, okay, wait, really? Because I have heard of it, but I had never, I never thought, I misunderstood it, apparently. I didn't understand, because I had heard the term before, and I was like, oh, that's not me. But then she started reading all the symptoms of it. Misspelling words, poor handwriting, trouble with spacing, hand cramping when it's, you know, doing that mess, all that stuff. And I was like, yeah, all of that. And she was like, But that's not what you have, because that you just said you just have trouble with spelling. I said, no, I have all of that. I didn't know that was all connected. I didn't know that all of those symptoms combined creates, adds up to dysgraphia. But she said it's like commonly, it's commonly coexist with dyslexia. And I was like, I'm sorry, what? So, yeah. So there's that. That's a possible thing. Like, wow. Like, I can read my handwriting. I can read it. I can tell what it's supposed to be, but that's because I remember what I wrote. If I go back too far, on the other hand, like I was flipping through, when I saw that, I flipped through my journal too, from like a couple years ago and the last couple years or whatever, and I'm like, whoa, what's that say? Yeah, it's bad. So that's a thing. And I should have known that the trouble with spacing was a problem, because in the back of the of my planner, there's these dotted pages, and I find it so much easier to write there. I mean, not that easier, but like, I use the dots to, okay, these are my financial goals, right? And I was like, okay, we're gonna fill them up, all right? Because I need to get need to get a mattress, a bed frame. I've already picked them out, so those are I just get to fill in all those little boxes. Yeah, I didn't know that. That makes so much freaking sense. And it also makes it's an eye-opener, like, oh, okay, so that explains why I had a hard time also because of trouble with spacing. That was a problem in a lot of my drawings too. With like, oh, I didn't do this right, So yeah. Isn't that interesting? So yeah. But yeah, the 3 sets of boxes is for the top one is the mattress, the middle one's the bed frame, and the topper is the bottom 2 squares that I wrote there. And I'm like, okay. Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Anyways. Yeah, I'm freaking But yeah, I was just wondering if y'all get tired with doing too much cognitive work in your brain all at once. Because, yeah, that's a thing for me. Let me know. Let me know in the comments. Share with me. How does your neurodivergencies show up in your, like, that you've noticed in little ways in your life, Like, there's always the big, like, there's always the big, well-known ones, like attention span and, communication stuff, but like what kind of, in what ways does your neurodivergence show up that doesn't involve other people? You know what I mean? I'm just curious, because it's like, this is fascinating. I find learning about my symptoms really fascinating, especially like just noticing like, oh, I wonder if that has anything to do with this, and then I'll look it up and be like, okay, wait, what? Because I'm trying to see, like, it's just interesting. So, and it's fun to talk about ourselves together. So yeah, let me know in the comments and all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later. I'm gonna start actually like making like official like intros and outros, at least like get in the habit of saying some sort of intro and saying some sort of outro, because like, yeah. I love y'all. Bye.